All right, next question. From the time that you started watching wrestling when you were young until now, go back and try to think of your favorite old school angle and or storyline or feud, and your favorite new school angle, storyline, or feud, if you have one. Dan Delicious probably doesn't. Starting with Mr. Fantasy.
Oh, old school. One of my favorite old school angles, because I'm a big Jerry Stubbs fan too.
Mr. Olympia.
Yeah, in Continental, had a guy by the name of, I can't remember his name. He got up this old jump. He wore these spandex. I know his name. Anyways, he done the Stubbs did the Brain Buster.
Yeah.
Well, this guy wore shut up. This guy wore a helmet to the ring. You know, so the angle was he couldn't, you know, and Stubbs kept
to protect him from the Brain Buster.
Punching, you know, but then Stubbs ended up taking the helmet off and just beating the shit out of the guy with the helmet.
With the helmet.
I got it on tape still. I watch that all the time. I appreciate that. That was one of my favorite. Anything with Flair with an angle, because you know the Horsemen were the first ever faction.
Oh yeah.
Ever. You know, and it's called the Four Horsemen, but you know, if you think about it, it's Ric Flair in the Four Horsemen.
Right.
You know, it's the way it always
He's the head
is.
of the Horsemen.
Yeah, you know.
Always.
Anything he was in was him and Ricky Steamboat's they did. You know, the 2 out of 3.
And really, that's, I mean, one of the best angles a lot of times are where there's no angle. It's just the number one contender for the belt,
you know,
wrestling the champion in a series of matches.
You know, and Ricky Steamboat can throw the greatest arm drag in the history of professional wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and just watch him and Flair, you know, go back and forth.
Just doing their thing.
And another thing I like old school was when Flair done the whole Scorpion, what was it?
The Black Scorpion.
The Black Scorpion.
Oh, I love that shit.
You know, he was with Sting, he was following Sting around, this black
Are you serious?
Yes, swear to God.
Because that was, to me, so bad.
Fuck you!
And it is
well, because
that angle.
No ever expected to be Flair. Nobody ever thought it would be Flair.
Because it wasn't supposed to be.
You know, but then, you know, him and Sting had such great matches.
You guys don't know that, like, the inside story behind the Black Scorpion angle? It was never meant to be Flair.
It was never Flair's voice, I know that.
No, it was only Anderson.
Yeah.
Sting.
But at the last minute, the guy who was supposed to be the Black Scorpion wanted too much money or something, and they just quick fix, they put Flair in there.
New school stuff.
It worked out good, though.
Yeah.
You say so.
Flair. It was Flair. That's when Flair come back with no hair, though. You know, he come back when his hair was gone.
That's true.
You know, new school would probably the Stone Cold with the whole beating up his boss. Everybody
McMahon? Oh, yeah.
Boss. You know, you come up with a freaking beer truck, man.
That's money.
You know, he can come up with Zamboni, drives the ring, almost knocks the ring over because he couldn't stop the damn thing. You know, that was good shit. That's, you know, back then, because who wants to let one of those slap their boss in the head sometimes?
Good answers.
You know.
All right, beat that, Dan Delicious.
My favorite old school angle would be Jake the Snake Roberts and the Missing Link against Lord Humongous. I don't know if anybody's ever saw that.
No.
Bad answer.
Bad answer. My motherfucking ass.
There you go.
Who was doing Lord Humongous at that time? Do you know? Was it Van Camp or was it?
I ain't got it. Don't ask me.
Vote for Van Camp.
Hey, I worked Van Camp too. He was always fun.
This is my time.
I'm sorry.
It's an open forum.
Apparently. No.
I love you. Best guest ever.
Jake the Snake Roberts, of course, you know, Mid-South is what I grew up with. That's all I ever know.
Mm-hmm.
Never known. Jake the Snake Roberts and the Missing Link was a tag team. And I think it was Ebony. It was a black... It was a black chick, you know, she was like Dark Ebony or something was her manager. It was back when actually valets actually came out in lingerie. Like the Dirty White Girl or
man, I missed that.
White boy.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Tony
They came out
Anthony.
in freaking underwear. Like a valet should.
So good.
Freaking eye candies all your fucking arm.
Wow.
You know? But
good stuff.
Him and the Missing Link freaking came out, and they actually did a video montage. You can, somewhere or another, you can find it on YouTube. You would think if anybody's a wrestling fan, 'cause it was the greatest shit in the whole damn world. Missing Link versus it was the big angle. Missing Link because he was the toughest baby they had. He just turned baby, you know, and Lord Humongous, which is, you know, you hit him, you hurt your hand, you fall
Right.
down, and you dead.
Because of the hockey mask.
Exactly, you know. And when Missing Link turned on Jake the Snake and him and Lord Humongous, or Humongous, I can't remember exactly what they called him. Is right after Mad Max and Beyond the Thunderdome was when they came up with that whole Humongous deal.
So that was the first time they did it, was then?
Mm-hmm.
Well, then that was probably Van Camp, because I'm pretty sure he
Van
was the
Camp?
first one.
Yeah,
He was the original.
first.
Yeah.
I'm more of a fan than I am a
Right.
historian, like many of the
So we had
guys that
Jerry.
are here.
Because back then it was magic to you, so you didn't want to know.
Right.
Right.
No, I still don't want to know.
Sorry, I apologize for telling you then.
Still
Fucker.
real to me, damn it.
Ask him if it's still real.
Yeah.
That still real guy to me, damn it, was at the wrestler reunion.
He was at the reunion.
You've seen that video, right?
No, I've never. Every time I freaking
Playing the game.
plan to go, I'm dead broke.
There was a viral video floating around a couple years ago. It was a big seminar, and some mark started crying.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That guy was at the Gulf Coast.
Was that
That's
the
the
Gulf
one.
Coast for you?
Yeah.
Well, he was at that.
He was
that
at
wasn't
that.
there.
That wasn't
Okay.
at that, but he was there, like it's still real to me. Damn it, guy. Was,
Yeah. I remember that.
Curtis filmed a commercial for HIW with him.
Fat slub.
Go see HIW because it's still real to me. Damn it.
Yeah.
Shit was funny. But that was the best angle because they faced off. I mean, it was Jake the Snake versus Lord Humongous. Lord Humongous just beat. I mean, his whole face was freaking red when people knew how to bleed. Because nobody knows how to bleed.
Best bleeder in the business.
Best bleeder in the business.
Flair is the best bleeder in the business.
Is okay. Yeah, I actually agree with you there. But Jake the Snake, his whole face, and when they actually showed blood on TV,
Mm-hmm.
you know, his whole
Big deal.
face was freaking red because freaking Humongous just beat the crap out of him. Here comes freaking Missing Link holding his hand, "Arr!" coming to save Jake the Snake. They freaking face off, the two biggest guys in Mid-South history. And Missing Link picks Jake the Snake up and freaking clobbers his ass. And they become a tag team. That's the best freaking angle I've ever seen in my whole entire life.
Good stuff.
My new school.
New school.
Do you have a favorite new school angle?
Oh, Kane versus Undertaker.
That's a good one.
That's the only one that comes to mind.
And it's-
Maybe Rock versus Hogan. I think I don't know how much of an
It's
angle.
not really in it, yeah.
I'm a
was-
big Hogan mark anyway.
Oh, yeah.
That was so turnaround.
because Hogan made wrestling.
But Kane and Taker is a really good example of a new school angle because
Yeah, I
of the
mean-
whole backstory with Paul Bearer
And a
having
bunch of
sex with
people-
Undertaker's mom, and that's
yeah,
how
a
Kane.
bunch of
Yeah.
people would actually consider that new school.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
that's a good answer.